Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They come out here in the I. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And, right away, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. The third, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
In on the tackle there, Ray Nitsky, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey. And him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just had the big flipper and come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he's got Bennett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground with White. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he fires one incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Again, it's Wentz. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to them in space, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Carson Wentz, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Jags have taken the early lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go! 58!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The left side completion to Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the toss, here's White. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
He's going to let this one go deep. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver, 42 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run again with Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 15 yards there for number 15. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On play action, it's Wentz. Goes underneath here to White. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 7 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Block at the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Left side here to Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, Jaguars. Emmanuel Sanders, 58 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So 2 quarters down, 2 and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now they're in the hurry up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
So many things have to come together.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A strong running. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Let's go. Green 39.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Let's go.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Toss play to Lynch. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
3-2. 3-2. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Torlolo. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They go back to the air here after the INT. And complete on the right side to Bennett. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Connor Barwin in there to get him for a loss of 5. Third down and 12. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go!
Now Wentz on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 48 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on first down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Tyler Lockett, the 40, the 30. And he nearly takes it the whole way. But he stopped at the 4-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now...
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jaguars getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Wentz to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
All right, here we go. No, check.
On play action, Wentz. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Hey, what it do, Scream? We live, man. Yo, I'm back. But, yeah, though, y'all watching the game, I found the glitch route. It's a glitch route in the game on Madden 17. It's a glitch route. It's a glitch route. I gotta do the money pay on it. But, yeah, the game over with, man. We going on, it's just a live Ultimate Team match, man. You know what's going on. I done figured something out, though. It's a glitch route in the game. It's a glitch route, real. I'm just playing around. Man, I gotta do a money play on this. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. It's a glitch right in the game. Trying to hurry this game up because I got a track meet. Memphis University, so we finna go be great. Let me know. That's touchdown, ref. Yes, touchdown, ref. We found the glitch route, man. It's a glitch route in Madden 17. I found it out, man. Shout out to my stream, man. Real talk. I got 55 seconds left. I got a track meet in Memphis University in 5 minutes. So, I'm gonna get ready to hit the road. Let's get it. We live, man. 44-6. Y'all hit that like button, hit that sub button, cause we live. I'm gonna be back to y'all when I get back from my check me with a live money play on Madden 17. That PA Reed, it's a glitch route. You gotta throw the ball, you gotta throw a high pass to the sideline. It's a glitch route in Madden 17, bro. I just figured it out. So we finna be great. Y'all stay tuned for some great that way.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it, man. 12-22, man. It's glitch. Reed, man. It's the PA Reed, man. It's a glitch right at Madden 17, man. I done figured the glitch right out. There it go right there. See what I'm saying? It's a glitch. That's how you know it's a glitch, because the ball logo target is out of bounds. You got to do a high pass to the sideline. Lead that route as it is. The high pass the ball, you got to press L1. You see that square route right here? That square route is dangerous. It is very dangerous. Look at that. That's a glitch, man. It is a glitch, bro. I don't know what he got going on over there. BWA Tate 420. We don't know what he got going on, but we doing what we do, which is being great. So we finna be great with this catch. Be great. Oh man, Richard Sherman dropped it wide open interception. That would never happen. Well, I don't know. It might would. Every dog have his day. But let's get it though. We found a glitch route in Madden 17. Man, you gotta hit that like, that sub, but that way. We're going to. Oh, okay. Okay. We still going. Let's get it. 17 seconds left in this game, man. I don't even care about this game. The game over with. We just having fun, cause we young. That way. Not a gun. Don't get a gun. Make the right decision, son. Yes, sir. Let's get it. We live, we lit. Let me get that. Let me get that aggressive kick. Look at that touchdown. Do y'all see that, YouTube? That way. Let's get it. Let's be great. Oh, man. Yeah. Gucci my collar. Gucci my chick. Spending the money that ain't no problem. Not good. I'm Gucci. Gotta get back to the hood. She Gucci. Hey, y'all pretty get ready to get over with y'all, though. Well, yeah, get over with y'all, YouTube. So, we got, we looking like 51 to my opponent 6 points. So, we great. We being great. We gonna always be great. We gotta stay focused and be legendary. That way. It's been a while since I have streamed, but I'm back like I never left. Back like Kareem with the hook. That way, stream Kareem on the Fiend. Dope Fiend, no Fiend. That way, Fiend. Yeah. So y'all hit that like button, hit that sub button, man. I'm out, man. Y'all stay great, stay focused. Stay away from haters. Man, stay away from fakes. I'm out.
Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we say so long, everybody.